It's Anthony from Meineke, cinnaminson. So this is a newsletter from Mighty, and interesting enough, it's 8 auto maintenance tips for new drivers. So we'll go through it with you, or I will go through it with you. Keep an eye on your gauges. Take the gauges seriously. Check engine light. Service engine soon means there's definitely something wrong. The oil symbol, coolant symbol, all mean there's a problem. Don't ignore those lights. Change your oil. So this is, and I'll say it, the most arguably concept verbiage in writing that I can see today. Yes, back in the day, every 3,000 miles. I have done a video on my brand new Kia Sorento at 3,000 miles. How black the oil was. This is what it went in, and it's nice and clean. At 3,000 miles, it was black. It's due for another oil change right now. It's 7,000 and change. I will do another video. So I'm going to tell you this. I don't care what oil you use. I would stick to the 3,000 mile rule, and your engine internals will last forever. You won't have sludging problems. You won't have variable valve timing actuators failing. You won't have cam phasers failing. You won't have cam guides, plastic guides falling apart, because oil is very corrosive when it's older. So we're just going to buzz right down here. 7,500 mile intervals for oil. Do not run your oil at 7,500 miles. The average person is going to push that to 10. It's not good for your engine. I don't care what anyone tells you out there. If you want to keep your engine clean and running peak performance, change it every 3,000 miles. Yes, can you go 5? I wouldn't go very much past 5. Keep in mind, race car drivers, top fuel drivers, change the oil every pass. Spark plugs, you know why? One pass is enough for them to know that there's enough debris and contamination there to not make it the best conditions for their race motor. So think about that. Same thing with air filters. I had a fleet company vehicle come in for service. It had an air filter changed 10,000 miles ago. Remember, it's a fleet service truck. So that means it's in the severe service category. And it was during the holidays, and we couldn't get an approval for a job. So basically it was an oil change, replace the turn signal bulb, and replace the air filter. So when I called it in after the holidays just the other day, the service rider approval guy said the air filter was just changed 10,000 miles ago. He would have declined it. Just doesn't make any sense. $20 worth of service to improve the air and keeping your engine running better. But the point of my story is preventative maintenance. So even if it said 10,000 miles for your air filter, if you spend your time in the desert or in the woods, 10,000 miles, you're going to have a clogged brick mat that your air can barely pass through your air filter. So check your environment, pull your air filter every oil change and inspect it. Is it going to need an air filter every oil change? If you're swamping your car, probably. If you're driving down dirty, dusty roads, definitely. If you're just driving normal conditions, probably not. I would say every 6 to 10,000 miles it will need to be serviced. So back to the subject. Change your oil every 3,000 miles would be my best professional advice. Don't go 7,500. I don't care what kind of oil you use. Monitor your other fluids. And that means check what you can. Most manufacturers are not providing transmission dipsticks any longer. So you need a scan tool or use the Vehicle Information Center to see what's going on. Be prepared for travel. Carry some jumper cables. Check your tires and lights. Your TPMS system on your car, tire warning lights, are all designed to keep you safe, keep your tires from exploding. So keep your tires at spec. Also inspect the tread conditions. Just because you see new tread on the outside, it's not what's on the inside. So here's good outside tread, completely bald inside tread. You want to make sure that your tires are consistently good all the way across. And check your battery. Average battery life is 3 to 5 years. So if your battery is 3 years old, guess what? It's probably 20 to 30% life left. Batteries that sit on automotive repair parts places that are not on a trickle charge are discharging right on the shelf. So be careful when you buy a new battery. Make sure they test it in front of you. So 3 to 5 years is the average regular battery's lifespan. So if your car is 5 years old, your battery's going to leave you stranded sooner than later, especially when extreme temperatures of summer come or extreme temperatures of cold come. That's pretty much it. Thanks for watching.